Welcome to the Portal Podcast on In Tune by Britt, your gateway to energy, abundance, and next level freedom. I'm Britt, and here we merge spiritual alignment with practical systems so you can expand your impact, your intuition, and your income. So take a deep breath, tune in, and let's step through the portal together. Welcome back to the Portal Podcast, and this is a very unique and special episode. I did a Money Minting Masterclass for the community live on Zoom. It was a free Q&A. We had a couple snafus, did it in Mercury retrograde, which was a little bold of me, but this is something that I started way before the Mercury retrograde. So I thought we would be good, but overall, it was absolutely incredible. It was such a beautiful transmission. And I decided to record it on the podcast as I was filming it on Zoom. So that's why I have my laptop in front of me. So like I said, this was a different format that I've never done before on the podcast, but I thought it would be fun to try it and it would be really efficient, which if you know me, I'm all about. So recording, and you can watch it or listen to it in whatever way you want to, in whatever way feels best. YouTube, Apple Podcast, and all of the forms, Spotify. So I hope you love this episode. We definitely had some questions, and actually, so what happened was the audio didn't work for me to hear at the end because in the beginning I shared my music by sharing my screen, and we had a little dance party to just get the vibe up in the beginning. So I think something about that didn't let me hear the question, but I actually think it was probably better for you as a podcast listener because I had to say the question out loud. And also as a coach, I had to feel into it a little bit more. And I always coach intuitively, but it was kind of fun to see what came through for her. And she was just nodding her head and felt so aligned and so connected to what came through. And I had to tap into some of my other senses since I couldn't hear her even more. So the universe works in mysterious ways, but overall, I think you will love this episode. It's a little longer, but it is so worth it. And if you want to be activated and really tap into how the world is changing, where things are going. I talk about social media. I talk about sharing your gifts. I talk a lot about, why I think the world is changing a lot, how we can really move in this new direction. And also I went in a lot of depth and kind of built upon my March energy read podcast where and how we can use this beautiful Aries energy and the start of this astrological new year. But really, this will be pertinent for you and be pretty timeless and classic as far as something that you can always tap into to shift and change and move on a new pathway with more visibility and more abundance and to really tap into more prosperity for yourself. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love it. Leave a comment, rate, review, all the things I am so grateful for. And I'll see you on the other side. I hope you enjoy. Satnam. I am so excited, you guys. So this is the Money Minting Masterclass. This is really all about turning your visibility into consistent cash flow, into more alignment. This is the money minting season activation. And I know there's probably a few different types. So I would love to know which one you are. Are you the type A, like fully prepared? You've got your notes, your water, your life all together. Are you the multitasker who's doing like 3 other things at once? I feel like you guys are really present, but it doesn't matter. If you've got a baby on your hips or you're folding laundry and you are still here rocking it, that is amazing. And then there might be the I signed up 5 minutes ago and this is my surprise party people. So which one are you? Everyone is welcome here. I am just so excited to connect. Some of you have been, probably manifesting and journaling and tapping into this spring equinox energy and asking for a sign. And then you found this, right? So I just truly know and believe that you are in this room for a reason, and it's not random at all. We're going to be going deep today. I'm going to be dropping so much wisdom and tools and things that you can really take away with, really move with and use. It will be equal parts energetic and practical. Love seeing your intentions. But today we truly are stepping into something so much bigger. And this is if you're watching the replay as well too, but we are creating a portal together, and we're also entering into a money minting portal as the spring equinox is coming up here on March 20th. And this is a window that if you've worked with it before, you understand, but it's where visibility, money, abundance accelerates and where so much clarity can drop in. Have you already been feeling this with eclipse season? Okay. And as things are moving, we're in the retrograde right now, but on March 20th, we go into the Aries season, which is the astrological new year. Mercury goes direct, and it is just this big new season of spring equinox. So it's this energy of any version of you that's been hiding, or any parts of you that have been hiding, to stay safe, to stay comfortable, to stay where you are, can activate, can come online, can show yourself more. Okay. So are you guys here for this? Are you ready for this? And this space especially is for the woman who's ready to skyrocket her visibility. Let me know if this is you. Blow up your message and your impact, even if you don't even know what it is yet. Yes, Mandy, be wildly supported by your gifts in a real and tangible way. And I'm not talking about someday. That's the reason why we work with these portals, because they can activate things so much faster for us. It's not when everything is perfect or everything is perfectly together. It's now, and it's available now. So I want us to just pause and really connect and feel into this energy. And if this feels like you, if you know this is meant for you and you're ready to align with it, to activate miracles and really ground in your manifestations, why don't we just take a deep breath together? Just like a deep breath, all of us together, to just pause and connect and be present, because this moment truly matters. It matters so much. And I want you to just honor yourself right now for this exact moment that you've arrived in, for how far you've come to get right here. Do you guys feel that? Okay. All right. So amazing, amazing. So we are in this very powerful astrological moment and energetic moment. So want to talk a little bit more about that. So especially in the spiritual scriptures, a lot of the yogic scriptures, it really talks about on the spring equinox, which we're in this window for coming up here. It is where everything comes into perfect balance with the day and the night. And it's this beginning of a new growth cycle. And in astrology with Aries season, it is literally the start of the new year. So does anybody feel like that? Like this is actually the real start to the new year? And do you feel like you resonate more with this as a new year versus January 1st, which is like the Gregorian calendar? Anybody else? I just feel it so much in my bones that right now, as we're going into spring, a new season, even if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's still like this astrological New Year's with Aries season. So Aries is leadership, it's initiation, it's courage, it's a lot of visibility energy, it's huge new beginnings. So do you feel like you're in a new chapter, or like a new chapter is brewing? Let me know. Type it in the comments. But nature is waking up. These seeds are breaking open, like momentum is returning, and it is where we can activate a new chapter. Okay, absolutely. You guys are feeling it. And then we also have Jupiter that's amplifying a lot of like growth and expansion themes. And then Aries activating the leadership. So this is literally the perfect time to align with the collective energy to support you with confidence, bringing online more confidence. Emotional resilience is a big one, especially around money. like more risks and trust and just understanding like the value of money and the exchange of money and how you can use money to grow. And also long-term, specifically prosperity foundations. So like literally building and shifting prosperity for generations to come. So who here aligns with being like a cycle breaker or somebody that's okay? Yes, yes, yes. So we are intentionally going to be aligning with this portal, with that energy together as a community. We're doing it today. And I'm so excited to, do this whole experience. I have a money minting experience. Who is already in for the 40-day money minting experience? Let me know. And it is this intentional alignment with community. It's coming together. It's doing it together. So also, if you felt restless or activated or in this void right now where you're a little bit like, what is happening? Like, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know what's going on. Like, it's a lot of change, a lot of new. That is also not random. And it's typically a part of the process. So this is, I think, one of the most potent windows of the entire year to initiate a new timeline. So in this yogic scriptures, it is from March 20th to April 21st. And it's considered this like very auspicious time for prosperity practices. So it's a time for planting. And of course, with the earth, we plant the seeds, but also in consciousness, in like the realms of higher consciousness. And consciousness, we can literally plant seeds. And that's what we're going to be doing, right? And then with the equinox, it's all about when the heavens cross, and like that hibernation ends. So that's why symbolically, if any parts of you or in general, if you've been hiding or hibernating, then it's a time to sprout. And it's really where these like solar and lunar energies can find this balance, right? And it does act like a portal. It's literally like a portal swirling for what you're calling forward. Okay, so that's why we are manifesting together. That's why the money minting season is a thing. And really, the power is in your hands. So that's why it's so exciting because through the focused intention, through visibility and showing up, even when you're scared, even if you don't feel like you're ready, and with the practice, especially specifically the 40-day practice, I'll share about my experience with it, how powerful it can be to really go deep and create consistency, repetition, really allow yourself to crystallize the direction of your year with the energy work in a way that's literally cellular. Like I said, you can crystallize the direction of your entire year ahead. Okay. Who's in for that? Are you guys feeling it? Are you vibing this? Am I speaking your language? Okay. Okay. So just before I go into the rest of what I have for you today, I would love for you to drop in the chat one big dream that you have for this year. So what is one big, huge thing, something that you're super excited to manifest? Like, what is that bold, expansive, something that stretches you, maybe something you're terrified of, whatever it is, like financial, business milestone, travel, impact, like um, maybe something more personal, freedom. But I would love for you to let yourself be seen with your desire, like just type it out. And there is this power in really naming it, typing it, writing it down, putting it into the physical. All right. I just love you guys. I can feel your energy. I'm going to pull a quick card for us as you're typing that out, but I'm excited to see what is coming through. Financial freedom. Okay. Okay. Love. I'm going to pull one more. Okay. Ask for money for my talents and services. Everything I've always done has been volunteer. Okay, that's something I'm going to talk about today too, is like the way in which we can open up the prosperity. I love that so much. Bringing our business into reality. Yes, yes, yes. Opening an educational healthcare clinic for anyone who cannot or doesn't understand what the heck their doctor is telling them to do or about their disease processes. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely incredible. Everybody needs that. Okay. Oh, I love this for you guys. Okay. The well maidens is kindness, respect, reverence, compassion. So just keep that in mind, like kindness for yourself, respect, reverence, compassion. I freaking love that. Like I feel full body chills. So that's really important, and just keep that top of mind. Also, gentle force. How perfect is this one? Consistency, persistence, patience, and the long game. And that's exactly what we're talking about. And it is like how we can go deeper with the consistency and the persistence and the patience and the long game, but also like big short-term wins too. But it's both. And then the mist, trust your inner compass, be led from within, which is also so ideal for this energy of using our intuition, being spirit led, and really be deeply connected to our truth. All right. Okay. So today we're not here to shrink, doubt, or overthink. And anytime there is doubt or fear coming up, we're going to burn that doubt. Okay. We're going to burn the doubt, and we can use the energy work. I like to go deeper than just the mindset so that we can really override the conscious mind. I find it's so much more powerful when we can go into the body. And that's why, I've been a practitioner of Kundalini yoga for so many years. It's the most powerful practice that I've found to go deep, embody the energy. We're here to expand what you believe is possible, activate visibility that creates real, tangible opportunities. Because if you're new to me, I'm probably equal parts, I would say, with the woo-woo, the energy work, the spirituality, like the intuition, and the practical, like business systems, having the masculine structure to really pull things forward. But I wasn't always like this. I really gone on both sides with that duality and had to really find myself in the middle. And this is where I found the most results. And then also just building momentum that compounds for literally the rest of the year. So we're going to really tap into this like compounding interest energetically and financially with the money minting season. And it's not about chasing money. It's about literally like fully embodying, fully becoming, fully emitting the version of you that the prosperity is magnetized to. Okay. Okay. So that is the vibe, and that is just the energy of prosperity. So I'm sure you feel called to something very meaningful, right? Like, your life's work is powerful, or what you want to do, or what you're already doing. Like, do you know that you have things to share that could change people's life? Let me know. Okay, like drop it in the comments. You probably know that you can help people, or want to help people, or are helping a lot of people and want to help more people, are ready to create more impact, to experience more freedom, to be fully supported by your gifts so that you can fully energetically be in that energy versus having your energy drained in all these other places. But, maybe you are ready for more expanded visibility, more consistent clients, for example, like steadier income, more income. Maybe where you're at right now, you are ready for the next level, right? Like it doesn't fully match the level of potential that you feel inside. So I want you to know that we're going to shift that. You can shift that. And it's this energy of being wildly visible. So some of you might, though, want to be wildly visible, but it's also this energy of like, can nobody look at me while I'm doing it? Or like, can only nice people see me, actually? So we're going to have to get over that and move into that. And for me, it's like, of course, we're going to have the haters. We're going to have those people come at us, but really it is this energy of it's okay. It's okay. We can handle it. And we're strengthening our nervous system to be able to be more and more visible. So quick story. There was a time. So let's see here. I started what is now this business around 8-9 years ago. But before this, I was in corporate. And I was in ad sales and in marketing, and I was doing really well, but I absolutely hated it, honestly. To be honest, it was just, after a while, kind of the last thing I wanted to be doing. But the money was good. We have all this programming in society, climb the corporate ladder from our families, well-meaning people that just, have certain limits, certain beliefs, certain programming. So there was this time where I didn't believe that you could make real money online or doing what I loved at the time, which was Kundalini yoga. And I really believed that success came from more traditional careers, like more corporate jobs. And like that was really the main way to build wealth. And like, yes, I had entrepreneurial influences. And I feel like we all know, like, of course, it's not something that's hidden that the world's wealthiest people are people that are business owners. So you like know that, but the programming is so deep that I think sometimes it's not conscious enough to allow us to like fully understand it and embody it and fully believe it, right? So I had not really seen somebody build a deeply spiritual business at the time online and be successful, like especially financially doing it. So it didn't really feel real. And this was like 15 years ago, by the way, too. It didn't feel available. It didn't feel normal. And then there was this moment where I witnessed somebody doing it and then more people doing it. And my possibilities started to expand. Okay. So have you guys felt that before in the past, or do you maybe feel it now? But sometimes you can't normalize what you've never seen. And so the thing is, though, with, a lot of my studies with the brain and just the neural pathways, once our brain recognizes something as possible, then that's when we can start to create neural pathways. But then we have to strengthen those neural pathways, which is typically by the consistency, the showing up, the depth, the over and over again. But I found Gabby Bernstein because she was doing Kundalini, and then I saw that she was doing spiritual business. And then I don't know if you guys have heard of Marie Forleo. This was like back in the day, but she had an online program. It was called B School. It was teaching people how to build online businesses. And she was showing, how much abundance and freedom she had and how much abundance and freedom all her clients had. And at the time, I also didn't really understand the value of investing to then bring in a lot more money. So she had this program that was $2,000 for 8 weeks. I thought she was absolutely like batshit crazy. I was like, what is this woman talking about? What is she doing? Something inside of me, I actually don't even know looking back, like had me commit and do it and say yes. And like fast forward, I went through the course, very long story short, but I ended up pretty quickly creating an online course. I don't know if anybody here watching the replay has been here since then, but I did this 5-day Raise Your Vibration challenge that then brought people into an 8-week course, which was Rise Up. It was a chakra course. It's part of my now business mastermind. And literally that first launch, we brought in over $150,000. So that really activated me to understand, oh, like I thought of that as this huge cost that she was freaking crazy for like asking for, and paying $2,000 then gave me 150 grand. And I started to really like shift with my money thermostat. So of course, this is about so much more than money. It's about belief, visibility, worth. But we do have these internal like financial baselines, right? The levels of like income and money that feels normal and safe. And also like the ways that we can receive it that feels normal and safe. Do you guys feel that? And just our nervous system, as we're growing, as we're expanding, as we're continuing to take ourselves to next levels of our visibility, of our impact, our ego can sometimes try to return us to old levels. Because if we're not with the consistency, with the commitment, like consistently creating those new neural pathways and really strengthening the nervous system to a new normal, you typically don't rise to your desires. You return to what feels normal until it's embodied, right? Which does not have to take long. But a lot of this conditioning is a part of our path as cycle breakers, right? It's a part of our path as a part of this breakthrough that's available to us right here with this season coming. Okay. So we can break free from any conditioning from childhood where you believe money can come from. You know, many people were taught, you can let me know, that money only comes from jobs or only comes from trading your time for money. You know, more serious also. I almost wore my crown today, my crystal crown, but then I couldn't find it. And then I was like digging in my daughter's like dress up boxes, but I couldn't find one. But it's like, we're meant to have fun. We're meant to play. It doesn't always have to be serious. And oftentimes when we play more and we have more fun, that activates giving other people permission to do the same and allowing so much to flow through us, allowing the divine to flow through us, to speak through us, and opening up that joy, that high frequency of abundance and joy and happiness and love. But we've had this programming, right? That is a part of, I think, keeping a lot of women really suppressed and just keeping society suppressed, right? And we're seeing a lot of that break open right now, which I think is really cool. So definitely with more of the entrepreneur mindset and more of the online business mindset, it operates so much differently. It is about scalable income, not having to trade your time for money, this global reach, because technology continues to expand our ability to communicate with people all over the world. We're no longer confined to our area, right? Like we can literally teach a yoga class or hold a session or hold a healing or whatever it is that you all do. Yes, with people in person. And I think that's beautiful. And I love that. And that's always going to be a part of my work. And with people all over the world who would otherwise never be able to receive your gifts, or we would never otherwise be able to connect besides this beautiful medium that we have. And I think we can use technology for good. And I feel like it is our responsibility and such an incredible opportunity to use it for good. So it's also about like having more creative monetization, bringing in money in creative and fun and new ways, and opportunities also that never existed before. So even since I've been doing this work, right now is the easiest and also the cheapest time in history. And I believe it's just going to continue to exponentially grow and grow and grow, where we can literally start a new Instagram. And I've seen it so many times. I'm actually going to start a new Instagram with our Money Minting Challenge starting March 20th, just as an experiment to just have fun and play. But I'm seeing so many people start a brand new account and go crazy viral. I have some other stories I'll share here to just help continue to expand our belief in what's possible. And also, it's like when I first started out, I literally had like my cousin first try to code a website for me. Our first app, we had a coding dude who literally coded the whole website, and we had so many bugs that we had to continue to work through. And now AI is literally replacing like the craziest, highest coding engineers that have ever lived. And there's just this easy opportunity to create. And so this is also a beautiful moment that I believe is so aligned with this year and this money minting season. And what we're going to see here with Aries season is we're living through one of the biggest technological shifts in history. And so I think it's a beautiful time to be alive. I think it's a really cool, incredible time to be alive if we embrace it. Okay. So there can be fear and there can be lack, and we can see it and we can have it swirling. But really, if we tune in, like anything else, to the abundance of it, to the opportunity of it, to what is really in front of us and what's available, this is changing how people learn. It's changing how people search and create. It's so abundant. Information is abundant, but I believe that trust is becoming more scarce. And so it's also a big part of the Aquarian age is people are not looking for necessarily more information or more data anymore, but they're looking for like true leadership, like true embodied guidance, true lived experience, like sharing your story, right? Truly connecting and coming into community together and like having this soul group, this community, allowing ourselves to lead with love. And that's why I really believe why personal brands and communities are becoming, I think, the most valuable asset that we can build and be a part of, right? And AI will never be able to replace like the actual frequency of the human resonance, right? Like that actual connection that you feel, the emotion, just your intuition, your guidance system. And so like sharing your story, activating your throat chakra, practice sharing your voice, even when your voice shakes, even when you're scared, even when you're not in the best mood or whatever it is, showing up again and again, creating those new neural pathways and continuing to have that consistency, retraining your brain, retraining your nervous system, and sharing your unique perspective, your unique imprint is your leverage. Do you guys are you guys vibing that? Do you guys fully feel that? So there's never been a more powerful time to build a presence online or grow a presence that you already have and kind of really go all in and go full force, have fun with it. Don't hold anything back and do it in alignment, right? Like do it in alignment with your life, what feels good, but also like how can we be on the edge of our comfort zones? Okay. So that is what money minting season is all about. I'm going to be answering questions at the end. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat because I don't want you to forget if any questions come up. Okay, what else did I want to make sure to share? Oh, yes. So the other thing here about returning to what feels familiar. Have you experienced that? Maybe you've had these quantum leaps or you've had these spiritual awakenings or you've, stepped into this new version of yourself. But then maybe like you shrink back a little bit or you contract a little bit. And then you kind of continue these cycles. Have you guys felt that? Or do you feel like you're kind of just expanding and going upwards? What I find that oftentimes what we're resisting is the literal path, to your breakthrough. Does that make sense? So like, if have you ever heard like if you're having resistance around meditating for 10 minutes, for example, then you should meditate for an hour. It's those kind of annoying things that like when you're in it, you're like, really? Like you're telling me to meditate for an hour now because I'm having resistance to 10 minutes, but it's this energy of like, what we resist is actually the doorway. It's the breakthrough. It's showing us where we are being called to kind of move through, right? So maybe different things could be coming up for you, for example, to just help like get your wheels spinning here. If you're like, okay, I don't have an offer though. Okay. But on the other side of that, visibility and showing up more will help discover and refine one, right? Maybe you have thoughts in your head of like, well, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to say. Okay. What if you got daily prompts and frameworks and like actually spent time, just a little bit of time, like actually dedicating yourself to showing up and actually committing to showing up? Even for 40 days is what we're going to be doing together with money minting season. So also like I hear so much of the time, like I don't have time. One of my clients just said like, I don't have time. And it's like, okay, but what if you just did like micro moments, like short focused actions that create more momentum, brick by brick approach. Just treat it by like a dentist appointment that you would do or something that you can't miss, little bricks of time, short focused actions to move the needle. And then I see a lot too, like I'm scared to be seen, which also, when we really think about it, it's like, okay, I'm scared to be seen, but your like capacity, your nervous system strength grows with repetition. Like the more that you get uncomfortable and put yourself out there, even feeling embarrassed. I honestly think embarrassment is kind of like almost like the admission ticket into visibility. When you do it anyways and you show up, even when you're scared, then that's what builds the new pathways. That's what becomes your new normal. And it becomes something that, you know, even a week ago or a month ago felt scary, now feels like, oh, I can do that. And you've probably experienced that with all different things in your life, right? Like there was one time through my divorce and moving and getting my own place, and I wasn't used to doing dishes on my own or ever, where dishes literally felt like the hardest thing in the world. And then over time, really bringing myself to do it, finding ways to get creative and play music and whatever it is. Now the dishes are like easy and it's just a part of my daily habits, right? So we can shift anything that we possibly want, anything as little as dishes to something as large as like literally creating an empire or creating a new program or an offer or whatever it is. Okay. All right. So what I have found that I really want to share with you today is kind of this secret sauce, this combination of the things that have created the biggest movement and impact for me that I have found. And I've tried a lot of things through my healing journey, through going through grief, with my mom passing away. It's almost been 11 years in May since she passed away at 55 of cancer. It really put me on this like deep growth path of healing. I don't know if anybody else has felt that. Like it was a huge part of my spiritual awakening. And I was literally just trying everything to feel better, to feel like I could survive. And, one of the greatest gifts that gave me was just this energy of feeling. And it's like this message that my mom gave me and that I felt so viscerally and became so embodied for me of like, we don't know how much time we have here and you have great work to do and you were meant to be here at this time to freaking shine. Right. And like, there's no waiting. Like, there's no more reason to wait. There's no more reason to hold back. Like the time is to go big. So I like to pass on that message, and it's not coming from fear or lack or anything. It's just like, hey, we're here. We might as well do the thing. And for those of us who are lucky enough to have tapped into our mission or have more and more clarity coming online with our mission, I believe we have a responsibility. And I think we can have so much fun really activating our mission and getting it out there and passing our energy on and showing up for the healing mission that we've been given, right? Okay, so I've tried all these things. I've done all these things through, my different challenges, everything. We all have our stories, right? And like our path that got us to where we're at. But the things that have made the biggest difference as I like drilled down and I'm like, okay, how can I help people the most? How can I tap into what has helped me the most, especially with this Aries money minting energy, is when you combine leverage, visibility, and alignment. So when those three, and I'll break it down specifically to like what that actually means and what I've exactly done to take action on it. So it's not ethereal. But when we combine the leverage, the visibility, and the alignment, timelines compress. Like, do you ever feel like you've timeline jumped or leaped? Like you've compressed timelines, you've sped things up, you've moved mountains, you've moved things forward. That's how I have done this and how I believe we can really use this portal coming up on the spring equinox to activate big, big shifts, big miracles, big change, big quantum leaps. Okay. Because there is literally no reason why we can't like break through any possibilities that we don't think are possible. Like there is literally no reason why you can't generate 50,000, 100,000, like whatever it is, 200,000 next week, in a week. Not because it's maybe typical or something that you've seen all the time, but because it is possible, right? So whatever your dreams are, you guys commented a lot of them in, whatever intentions you have for this new astrological new year, it is possible. One of my friends, she's like a really cool example that happened just recently and someone I've worked with a lot and helped a lot. She created this simple, it was like an AI support product that's like consciousness, but also time saving and things like that. And I've been working with a lot of this too with my business. She created this product. She priced it at $47. This was literally in just the last couple of weeks here. One post on social media went absolutely viral. She had like the simplest landing page I've ever seen. I have to check back in with her, but it was around 2,500 people that she told me bought it. So you can do the math, but it literally over 100 grand she made, right? Like there are billions of people online. Do you know what I mean? There are no limits to what we can do. One idea, one little thing that you created, like one piece of content can open up worlds. Okay. So I just want us to really know and believe what is possible and know that we can continue to like break any abundance ceilings, any money ceilings, visibility ceilings, like any belief ceilings that have been placed on us or programming that's been placed on us. And we can absolutely break through that, right? Because it is this moment where the preparation meets opportunity, right? So it's these two things, you guys. It's the energy work for me to subconsciously shift because our subconscious is responsible for 95% of our actions. And we have to take loving responsibility that our current reality is beautiful in so many ways. And we're so proud of so much, but also 95% of our subconscious is creating our current reality on autopilot, right? So if we're ready to quantum leap, if we're ready to step into a new reality, it's about shifting on a subconscious level with the energy work, okay? And the fear and the hesitation or any doubts are the nervous system responses. So that's why the Kundalini work that I do, specifically the 40-day practices that I've done, influence the subconscious patterns. We bypass the conscious mind. We go into the subconscious to then reorientate the subconscious. The Kundalini practices influence the breath. We use the breath to shift the frequency on a cellular level, the vagus nerve, also the emotional memory, and it also preps the body to learn safety while we expand as we go deeper with the like actually committing to a 40-day practice and like going deep with it. And there's specific reasons why with this ancient practice for literally years and years and centuries, it's been recommended to practice a 40-day practice starting on the spring equinox. So if you've never done this before, it's absolutely insane. I've done it multiple times, but especially last year, I combined it because I also had another, like my life blew up and everything changed. And with the eclipse last year, my business partner and I of 8 years decided to go our separate ways, literally in the middle of eclipse season, which I was not expecting at all. It felt like this, like another divorce, like, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? And oftentimes we can feel like our whole life is falling apart, right? Because things have to fall away, typically with the equinox before new can be born. So I was put in this place of like, okay, well, what do I do? And what did I do? I started a new 40-day practice, did what I know with the energy work, with shifting my subconscious, with creating new neural pathways, with strengthening my nervous system, and I did daily visibility, and I really took it up like a few notches with the daily visibility. So that's number 2. So it is this daily visibility. Also what I found, which can help your mind, I think, is visibility doesn't create pressure. It actually reveals to you where the pressure already exists. So you might want to let that land and feel into that. So the pressure is already there. The pressure is already there. It actually shows you. So to me, it's really helpful. It's like a helper. It's literally showing us like a mirror, like any relationship, where the pressure already exists. So like a diamond, when the diamond is pressurized, then it can transform, alchemize, expand into the beautiful, this isn't a diamond, this is a quartz, but into the actual diamond. So it pressurizes it and shows you, because it's already there, it already exists. If you have it, it's inside of you. And then it allows it to open up and alchemize and move and shift and heal and change. So that was something that really changed it for me. And visibility has been so incredible for me in so many other ways, like trust, authority, building connection, building demand, magnetizing the right clients to me, the right people to me. And it also compounds, like consistency compounds. It continues to feel easier, like we've been talking about. So personal brands are just winning right now, you guys. People do not just buy products, they invest in people that they trust. So who has a personal brand right now, or is starting one, or ready to grow one, or ready to expand one? But for me, having a personal brand is one of the most valuable currencies that I think everyone needs, literally everyone in every profession. But for the light workers, to me, it's a non-negotiable if you are really here to spread light. And what this personal brand will do is it allows your message to reach those that are meant for you. And social media is a divine channel for us to do that. And it does not have to be perfect. I really recommend showing up imperfectly messy. And you just need consistency. And you're going to learn as you go, and you're going to get better, and you're going to figure it out, and you're going to refine. So in the money minting container experience that I've created that's starting, I'm going to show you all my tips and tools. I love marketing. I love social media. And I'm going to be sharing like little tips, little things that you can like practice and try right away every single day. So you learn exactly how to do it. And we're going to just keep burning the doubt. I call it burn the doubt. Anytime the doubt comes up, it's typically not because of lacking talent or lacking purpose. Like I feel like every one of you here, you wouldn't be here if you didn't have talent or purpose. Most of the times, if we're really real with ourselves, it's literally negotiating with fear. Like, can you guys feel that? So what we're going to do is we're going to quiet the fear, burn the doubt, choose the visibility anyways, and step into leadership. Because really, I mean, if anything that we've seen lately, like we do not need more hidden healers, right? Like we need the people that are true, that are authentic, that are real, that came here to do good things in the world, to be the visible ones, and also to have a lot of resources and to be extremely visible. Household names, like famous, everybody to know us, and more and more and more of us. That's what we need. Versus what we've seen a lot. Okay. I don't want to get like the podcast banned over here, so I'm not going to say it, but we all know, right? Like these people that have the most visibility, the most wealth, and are really this dark energy. So we're going to come through with our light shining so much brighter. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Drop your questions. But I want to share a little bit about money minting season because I would love, love, love for you to join me. So this is a 40-day guided experience to really come together as a community and support your capacity for abundance, to build like a large level of momentum towards more visibility, develop or grow your personal brand, clarify or create your offer if you don't already have one, and take little micro revenue moving actions every single day. Like I said, this is built for the busy anybody. Like I'm a mom of 2 girls. I run a household, I run businesses, I run properties. Like I have a lot going on, you know what I mean? But we can have these tiny mini actions, short meditation every day, short visibility show up every day. These little micro actions, I call them brick by brick, will all add up and turning your voice into an income opportunity, like literally a money minting machine for good, for impact, for a purpose, for your movement, for your message. Okay. Okay. So I want you, as we're going to kind of come here to the end, to just take a moment, close your eyes, to just breathe. So this can really kind of land for you in a way that's customized and actionable and really clear for you. I want you to imagine yourself. Take some long, deep breaths, like feel your energy, feel your authenticity, your truth. I want you to imagine yourself 40 days from now. Okay. We're going to go like short term to really call it in here and now. Imagine yourself 40 days from now. You are visible, way more visible than you are right now. You are way more confident than you are now. Okay, you have expanded your wealth. You are more financially supported, more and more and more financially supported in a way that feels freaking good, in a way that you love, in a way that brings you joy. And I want you to ask yourself, what would that version of me do next? Okay? So just take a moment, take all the time that you need. And whenever you're ready, type that into the comments. Let me know. I do want to invite you guys into, this incredible container that I've created. Everything I would say really that we talked about today comes down to one thing. It literally comes down to a decision. It's not a perfect plan. I think we get way too caught up in perfectionism, especially as women with a lot of the perfectionism programming, like not more preparation, not being ready, just literally a decision to start and to be more consistent and to show up more. So, money minting season, it's a container where decision in community becomes more and more momentum. Okay. So if you're ready to stop waiting and like really put everything into movement, this is where we're going to do it together. So I'm going to just quickly share 3 ways to participate. And then, like I said, leave your questions. I can bring anyone on that wants to ask a question after this. But I want you to just know about these beautiful options. And there's really no wrong way to move forward. The only way that feels aligned for you is the best way. So number 1 is to join my portal, our portal together. It's called Money Minting Season. And like fully immerse yourself in the experience. Show up daily, build momentum, expand your capacity, like literally create real opportunities for you. And like I said, I'm going to give you every step of the pathway. If you want this to be your breakthrough season, then this is literally your path. And what I just encourage you to do is not get overwhelmed. I'm giving a lot because I can and I want to, and I want more and more of us to really be so activated with this energy here. But I want you to see it more as a buffet. I see some people like getting too overwhelmed and not taking action. I really want you to see everything as like, there's all these incredible things that I can use, all these amazing tools. Like I'm going to do this and do the meditation, do the little meditation every day, do the little show ups every day. Okay. And I'm making this so easy where money cannot be an issue. Nothing can hold you back. Literally, it's $33 right now, you guys. The only reason I'm doing this is because I have all my other containers. And like I said, like I don't want anything to get in the way of you guys showing up. Okay. So I'll leave the link for that for you. Option number 2, you guys, is to become an ambassador. So it's an ambassador path. And I'm super excited for this. This came to me in my meditation. And here, I'm just going to leave the link so you can have it. It came to me in a meditation to really just open this up to also like, yes, make money through your own sources, through sources that you will be creating or that you already have set up, but also like give people other ways to bring in abundance. So the ambassador path is where you can earn and lead. So if you feel really excited about this and you also really like sharing things that you believe in or things that you're doing or things that you love, you can join as an ambassador and you can earn commission for any other people that you invite. You're going to get 20% commission. So I think it's literally 5 people and it becomes free. Anything after that is like just more and more commission for you. And you can share the experience with your community and you can just really start to practice too. Like sometimes for me in the beginning and for a lot of people, it can be easier to share what somebody else is doing. If you're kind of in the beginning stages, it can help to practice doing visibility. And you don't have to have a big audience or a lot of followers or anything, just like a willingness to share. So I have that path. And then number 3 is I'm doing like tons of prizes for consistency and participation to just help with accountability, help with like, not going off path or not starting really strong. I don't know if anybody has a pattern of that or if anybody's like working on following through. But there is a lot of that energy that can be connected to where you like can make a lot of money, for example, but you don't hold a lot of money. And that can play out in a lot of different ways where like you start things and you get really excited, but then you kind of fall off. So I'm not going to let that happen. We're going to have the accountability, the consistency, the showing up every day. I'm doing it with you. We're all doing it together. And we have so many people already that have jumped in that are already doing it. And basically, the more you participate, the more like you can win and more rewards and opportunities and just like fun, like make it fun, right? Like help us to gamify it and have so much fun doing it. So it's $33 now for everyone here, everyone watching the replay. But the price is going up. And also, I just want you to get in now so that you can start sharing it, especially if you're going to do the path of being an ambassador. But whatever feels aligned for you, I would love for you to be a part of this so that we can keep this energy going. So this is my first ever money minting season. I have my mastermind, I have my app, I have, my other containers, but this is the first time ever that I've done something like this. And like I said, it's $33 literally for a 40-day expansion container, like less than most people spend in a single day, like literally less than $1 a day. So it's obviously not whether like we can afford it. It's whether you're ready to stop sitting on the sidelines and really own your life and like jump in and kind of taking a big, bold action if this feels something that's scary. So, okay. So I would love to see what came up for you when you guys did that. I call it like more of like a future self activation where you are really tapping into what is that version of you 40 days from now. So type that in the comments. Okay. And then I'll start answering some of your questions as you guys are hopping in. Would love for you to hop in. So you're just like, don't have to think about it. Don't have to go in these cycles of, getting in our own ways. And also just a reminder, like if you take the biggest thing away from this call, it's just this energy of how can we burn the doubt as fast as possible? As soon as it comes up, so we don't allow it to spiral our frequency, the faster that we can burn the doubt. And I use the tools, the energy work tools to do this, bypassing the mind, the faster we can kind of stop and start cycles and these up and down cycles of like feast and famine and energy moving and stopping and starting. So just how fast can we burn the doubt? How fast can we have fun burning the doubt? Okay, Tatiana, so how do I stop finding justified reasons to do or not do something or say something? Okay. Yes, absolutely. So like we were talking about, like our ego, our subconscious mind, just as humans, it's literally biology. It's literally the way our neurons are fired, the neurological pathways. Like this has all been proven in science now, is designed to go back to what feels safe and comfortable. It's literally like what saved us from getting eaten by a lion or, whatever, like hearing a predator coming. It's like that innate like animal instinct to do what feels safe, what feels comfortable, what we are wired to do. So for me, it's similar to what I've been telling you guys, like these two things that have really helped me with the money minting season, with more visibility, with more abundance. It can really be applied to all areas of our life. So one part of it is more the inner energy work side of it. It's like, okay, you have all these reasons, justified reasons that feel very real, right? Like they're not these made up things. They're very real human things that your mind can be like, yeah, but you have whatever, this credit card debt. So you shouldn't spend $1 on anything else until it's all gone. Or, whatever it is. It's like these things that our mind says. And so to rewire, reprogram, it's going to the energy work, clearing out the subconscious, right? We have to like bypass the mind, go into the body, like actually move that energy and clear it. So that's what I love Kundalini for. My first 40-day meditation that I ever did, and the way that I like fully had an experience of myself and fully understood the power of the 40 days was way back in the day when I first started Kundalini. I had a lot of addictions. I, drinking all the time, doing a ton of drugs, and was just really caught in this like numbing, avoiding cycle, right? I did the 40-day prosperity practice, or not prosperity practice first. Sorry. Addiction practice was my first one. I did that for 40 days. At the time, I literally was not even in the headspace of like, I need to quit alcohol or I need to do these things. Like I was nowhere near that. I didn't have any thoughts of wanting to not do those things anymore. But the universe had other plans for me. And I happened to go into a class that I thought was vinyasa. It was Kundalini. I had this whole experience of myself. Then my teacher gave me the addiction meditation. I did it for 40 days. I freaking showed up because I was, not happy with a lot of things in my life. Throughout that 40 days, at the end of the 40 days, I literally became less and less and less and less interested. And it started to build and build and build and build and change in drinking, in hanging out with the people that were doing those things, in getting into an altered state of mind, to numbing and avoiding and all of those things. I just literally wasn't interested in it anymore. It didn't feel fun to me anymore. It wasn't interesting to me. What was happening is I was vibrating on a different frequency and I didn't even know what was happening at the time. And that just changed and changed and changed and shifted and put me into this whole new frequency and this whole new life, right? And so like there is this deep power in the energy work. And then there's a power in like consistency and just doing different things too. Like really stretching yourself and stepping into new things when you're scared. So, it can be visibility, showing up online every day, or it's like these little micro practices, right? So Tatiana, for you, I would like really drill down to the root of, okay, like what are these justified reasons? What are they actually around? If you want to share anything, I could quickly kind of help coach you to the root. Well, we can play with if you can just type it in the comments. Okay, so I'll come back to you, Tatiana. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay, so Morgan, I keep wondering who my audience is and what to say. Can you share more about using prompts to post? Yes. So in the money minting experience, I'm going to give you prompts. Okay, literally, like I have made this where there's like absolutely no excuse not to do this with us. Because like I do not want you to have any excuse not to show up in your fullest. So I am giving you everything. Like I'm giving you daily prompts. It's going to be prompts to help you to easily show up, to easily post, to easily just authentically share. And there are actually crazy amounts of bonuses. So as you're typing in Tatiana, because I want to help you with this and I feel like we can still get to it even with not being able to hear you. But for you with the prompts and getting clear. So one, if you've never meditated before, I'm giving you a morning ritual setup guide. So that's normally $97. A 40-day momentum tracker. If you're somebody that's like, okay, I need a tracker, a revenue tracker, which is something that has skyrocketed everything for me, like seeing it every day, and a visibility tracker. It literally takes 2 seconds and you can reset it if you miss a day. That's normally $97. the first $1,000 cash flow blueprint. So that's going to be your highest leverage revenue actions and daily execution focuses so that you're really getting clear on like who you're talking to and what you're saying to them and what to adjust if you're wanting to convert higher. That's normally $297. Also, pre-sale before it's built blueprint. So even if you don't have anything to sell or anything created, myself, so many of my clients, so many of my friends, some people have never created something first before they've shared it and sold it and gotten people in. I do that a lot. It's the exact pre-sale framework and messaging prompts and fulfillment guidance. That's normally $297. Aligned offer and revenue clarity workshop. Clarify what you're selling, validate your idea, and focus on only income producing actions. That's also $297. Like I said, like I'm making this a no-brainer because I just want more women to shine, to go big, to show up, and like I can do it and it's fun for me and it's not a big deal. And spiritual personal brand and content strategy workshop. So how to use reels and stories to build authority on Instagram and carousels that educate and convert. How to use stories to sell naturally and a simple daily content structure to turn your visibility into cash flow. That's normally $297. So all that is at least $22.73. I'm also doing live workshops. We're going to have a chat group and the early access investment right now is literally $33. So like, I know you will make it back times like however much, so much. Like, I'm so excited for you. Okay. So if you guys have the link or if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so here we are. And then this was so fun. Are you guys having fun with me? I hope we had so much fun. Okay, so Tatiana, does that answer your question, Morgan? Let me know. Okay, Tatiana, with herbalism and health, there's so many certifications and licenses, etc., which already makes it difficult to get patients to trust you. So you get totally overwhelmed, and then you don't want to deal with anyone who already isn't in the flow to help you articulate the info in like a quick, factual, and let's not forget fun way. Okay, I got you. So yeah, it's like to me also intuitively, I'm very intuitive. I feel like you guys can probably all relate. Intuitively, I'm just feeling like that you're being called to move more out of your head and into the body. I think oftentimes like certifications or licenses, like of course, yes, like there's validity. Like we're not arguing that. There's definitely validity. Like there's definitely education and certain things that are baselines, right? But to me, and you tell me like if this is right or wrong, Tatiana, but to me, it's like you already have that. Like you already have more than the minimum, right? And so you're saying like it makes it difficult to get patients to trust you. Oh, because like are you saying because they're like wanting or looking for certain certifications and it's kind of feels like this competition thing? Here's the thing too with overwhelm and competition. Typically, the overwhelm and the competition lives more in lack and more in the lower frequencies, right? So just like my story of transcending through the addiction without even really trying, because I literally, like it wasn't a mental thing at all. It was literally an energy thing. To me, if you, Tatiana, like alchemize that for yourself, for your truth, and you really tapped into your worth and knowing like what you have to offer and how valuable it is and how valid it is with what you have right now and like really vibrating at that frequency, then trusting that other people that vibrate on that frequency and like get it and can feel you and can connect deeply to you will also like not get in the overwhelm or not be caught up in their mind with the certification and the licenses and that side of things and not let anything stop them. Does that make sense? But as far as like articulating that info in a quick factual way, more so just an individual in healthcare is commonly in a group setting. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, it's really, it's like, so to me also, it's that you're probably going to be attracting and speaking to, and we'll talk more about that in money minting season, like really getting your messaging down and really knowing who your ideal client and who is the ideal person that you're speaking to, like you're probably, I'm going to guess, going to be speaking to people that can get out of that more traditional healthcare setting concept and kind of transcend this idea that like it has to be a certain way or it has to be the old way, and really just understand that like all I care about is getting the results and like see you fully and feel your energy and know. And it's about prevention. Exactly. And like, I know, I'm so sad I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Ah, so does that make sense though? Kind of overall, on an overall level, we can definitely dive into this more. But it's like, to me, it's the one of the main foundational aspects of shifting this so that you yourself can transcend out of justifying reasons to do or not do something based on things that are probably not true, kind, necessary, or aligned for you, is for you to, one, speak to a different type of person in a little bit of a different type of way. And also to really like transcend any of your limiting beliefs around the old ways in which things were done. And I guess also the possibilities of what and how and the ways in which you are able to do this moving forward, and people are going to be able to receive it more and more, and how it will be able to become a lot more mainstream and accepted moving forward. And I think you're like a pioneer for this too, right? And that's what this leadership energy is. It's like we are the pioneers, like we are doing things before maybe they've been done before we've seen it in like the exact same way that you're meant to do it. Does that make sense? I can feel your energy, even though I can't hear it. I'm activating my other senses here. Okay. Yeah, because you have a gift and you can look at what's wrong or what you need to not get worse, but you just have to put those downloads into words. Yes. And I will help you with that. I will help. That's one of my specialties. We do a lot of that in my mastermind, but we are going to do that in this money minting challenge to really get your unique method down, your messaging down, and the way you're articulating it, because oftentimes as light workers, it's so felt, it's so energetic, it's such like a gift and something that you just embody and you just feel and you just do, and other people just feel it and they can't really understand it and fully until they experience it, but we can still put it in words. We can still create messaging to connect on a heart and a soul level to like allow people to understand it enough to do it. Do you know what I mean? And then have that continue to build and have them be able to continue to receive your gifts in deeper and deeper ways. Okay. Does that help? I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh. Like, gosh. And these are the things that are so needed in the world. Like, I want to come to your deal, because especially after my mom passed, it's like, I want to do all the things to be preventative. Why should we go into these deep healing containers after the diagnosis? Like, that's just crazy. So we all have these beautiful gifts and they're given to us for such a powerful reason. So any other questions, you guys, before we go? Who is coming into the money minting container? Like, who is in? Who's going to come in as an ambassador? Who is joining me? I'm so excited for this. Like, I don't think I've been more excited for anything in a very long time. I'm going to bring my freaking A game. Like, if you liked this training, let's just chalk it up like 10 notches. Also, you guys, I haven't shared this anywhere else. I have already 2 experts coming in, and I'm probably going to bring in more. Yay, Morgan. I'm so happy to have you. Alita, is that how you say your name? So happy to have you. So I already have 2 experts. I don't know if you guys know Sonia G and Britt Carmichael. Sonia G is an astral travel, like incredible, crazy, amazing healer. She's bringing in a money activation to literally like self-hypnose, like activate new energy. Britt, I don't know exactly what she's bringing in. We were talking a little bit about it and she's sending it to me, but I'm like this container is kind of creating itself. And that's what happens. Like when you get started and you put something in motion, you start to be in this co-creation energy and you allow the divine to flow you and you become in this co-creation energy where I'm like, the sky's the freaking limit. Like, I don't really know exactly what we're doing, but I know it's going to be freaking magic and amazing and like skyrocket everyone into new realms of possibility. And we're going to flow with it. And so I'm super excited and I'm just so grateful to connect with you guys here. And I want to connect with you more. This is just the beginning. And this is the beginning of a full new beautiful chapter. And if you need more proof for your mind or you need to believe it more, like I just want you to know that the energy is supporting us right now. Like we are not alone. The equinox, all of this energy is going to be supporting us. So if you're waiting to feel 100% ready, that feeling usually comes after you say yes, not before. So I just really encourage you to take that next step and like do the thing and get started and like see what this activated in you. And you do not need more clarity to begin. Like clarity will literally come from the actions. And I had to rewire that. The 40 days starts on March 20th. So we're going to literally kick off with this portal. And we're going to start the 40-day meditation on that portal. It's going to be quick. You can do it easily and fast. And we're going to start the visibility challenge and you're going to have everything. And it's just going to be, like I said, like a buffet to play with, but I'm going to give you some like easy little prompts where like you can literally just listen for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And then you'll be like, okay, I got my mojo for the day and I'm going to freaking do it and get moving. And this is like everything. Like I'm not gatekeeping. I'm not holding back. I'm going to have so much fun with this. Okay. So drop an I'm in if you're in. Okay. Let me know if you're in, you're in, you're in. So excited. And if you think of any other questions in general, like just know, whenever we have these activations, we come together, we're activated, things are moving, they're changing, they're shifting. Just know that it will continue to integrate. And I'm sure that that has happened for you with like any activation that you've been a part of. It will continue to integrate. So even though we didn't like actually do full energy work, like this was an activation, we created a portal. Yes, Katie, I'm so excited. Mandy, I'm so excited. Okay, so just a little logistics. When you click and you complete it, then it will take you to a page if you want to sign up as the ambassador. And then you'll get your own unique link. And then you can share that and like, whatever, send it out in your emails, put it in your bio, like do the thing, share it in your stories. And you'll be able to keep sharing it in the window as you're doing it too. I'm going to keep it open so you can keep like also using that as a way to bring in money as we're going to be activating you to bring in money in all different forms. So I'm going to leave you before I go. And I'll probably email this to you too. Okay. Yay. Mandy, so happy. Katie, so happy. Okay. So this is one of my favorite affirmations. I am so happy and grateful now that money flows to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. So that's what we're really going to do. Like, we're going to just set the intention that like for surprises, for miracles, things might be coming in a little bit of a different way than you maybe have ever imagined, because we're going to be opening up new pathways. We're going to be shifting our energy. So literally after the first day of meditation, you might be in a different frequency. You might be in a new, different realm of possibility. You might have a new idea or a new download or something that you can slightly tweak with something that you currently have that will open up a whole new realm. And that's what this spring equinox and all the energy is going to do for us. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you. This has been so fun for me. I cannot tell you, like, this is the energy that we're moving with 2026. So thank you guys for being here. I'm sending you all so much love, and you're not alone. Continue to burn the doubt. Continue to know and believe what is possible. Continue to believe in yourself, build yourself up, and like, we can do powerful things in community. And I could never do this alone. Like, there's no shot in hell I could do this alone. And so we deserve to do it together in community and continue to have that energy to help us to get into these new realms and activate this new energy and build momentum every day. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sending you so much love, and we'll connect so soon. Okay? Lots of love. Satnam. Thank you for stepping through the portal with me today. If you loved this episode, I would so appreciate you leaving a review and email it to podcast@intunebybrit.com to grab my free spiritual CEO guide, ChatGPT prompts for content and daily schedules and checklists, and my morning ritual checklist to help you to stay aligned and in flow. Come back for the next episode and let's keep rising, expanding, and flowing together through the portal. Satnam, lots of love.